All right. Let me think. Is there anything else I need to do?
Besides save, can't really think of it.
Oh, what? Cutscene.
We meet again.
You.
It appears you're lying low lately.
You!
What's with the change?
I mean, you.
Me.
Don't
Them?
worry about it. Must have been my imagination.
Us.
Anyway, I wish the culprit would come
And
forward
them.
soon. It's absurd to pretend I can do the police's job. I wish he considered my feelings before asking me this.
I am.
All of me.
Ryuji's phone goes off.
Well, I'm gonna adjust real quick. I don't even need to mute because this crane rules.
I know you meant for your mic, but I really thought you were gonna get ready to do a crane kick.
Oh, in this cramped ass room I'm in? No.
I don't need a mute because I can just destroy my microphone. Hiya!
Alright, let's do it.
Let's murder an artist.
Possibly murder an artist.
Now take him down,
Let's
yes?
beat up an artist. To near death.
Then
Madarama
if he
is going
fights
to be
back.
a changed man. There won't be any way to revert it, though. Are you sure you're okay with that?
Are you sure you want to make this douche guy less douchey? I don't know.
I have thought it over carefully.
there's no way
Yeah.
we can re-douche him.
And I
Are you
cannot
sure?
think of a future in which he does not pay his dues. He has
I don't know, now that I've
only
gotten to
on
the
art
deepest
world,
recesses of a
but on
man's
countless
insanity.
talents.
Nah, let's leave him like that. I'll live with the
I humbly
nightmares.
request your help. I apologize for making you do this.
Honestly, I think he's cute as a
Not
dick.
at all. We just didn't want to impose if you weren't feeling up to it, Yusuke. But if you're already determined to do it, then there's nothing more for us to say.
If I recall, our next step is sending a calling card, correct? What a suave maneuver.
Much like
If
my
I
suave hairdo.
I was hoping after he said, if I recall on, just like put a hand over his mouth. Nothing more to say.
A change in cognition. That reminds me, you went through some trouble regarding that before.
Ah, you must be talking about when we forced open that security gate in the courtyard.
The palace is a cognitive world, so changing its ruler's cognition changes the topography, I think.
Very nicely put, Lady Ann. You're absolutely correct. This will be a vital tactic from here forward.
Actually, may I ask a truly basic question? What?
Oops.
Actually, may I ask a truly basic question? You continue to mention cognition quite readily. But why does this world formed from materialized cognitions even exist to begin with? Why does... Don't tell me. Has it always existed while we go about our daily lives, completely oblivious?
Honestly, I'm not sure. At the very least, I know it existed before the
I
Kamoshida
don't
incident,
know.
but that's all.
I see.
Crap, he totally caught me off guard with that. It's kind of weird thinking there might be whole worlds we just don't know a damn thing about. Did the thought ever cross your mind?
That's like he's looking at me.
Did that thought ever cross your mind? Slowly turns. Jacob?
Jacob Russell.
From Florida.
Nice PS5, by the way.
That didn't even come out when this game came out. Okay, I forgot what crossed my mind.
Of course I forgot. I mean, it did.
Kind of weird thing. There might be whole worlds we don't know a damn thing.
Don't be so anxious. You don't even know everything about the city you live in, after all. All that's important is that we know how to make use of that world and how to traverse it.
Okay. Calling card time.
Then it's decided. Let's prepare the calling card at once.
A calling card, huh? Will he take it seriously? He is famous after all.
They just send a note
He's
with their
often
phone number that
received slanderous
says
letters
call
till now
me.
as well.
Shit, we did it wrong.
Gives Ren's actual phone number.
They'll know best whether the crime written on
With
it
a
is
little
real
doodle
or
with a
not.
winky face on it. Fuck.
Are you going to write it again, Ryuji? That last one was questionable at best.
They keep saying that, but I thought it was fine. Like, what?
Yeah, it was awesome.
You should do it then, Yusuke. Oh, make it really artistic and stuff.
No, it'll end with him figuring it out. He knows my drawing and writing styles all too well.
Oh, wait, we're...
Maybe if I wrote with my tongue.
He's gonna know pretty quick who knows. Because, I mean, we just had... First of all, Ryuji, put your hand down. It's gonna get tired. Second of all, he's gonna know it's us.
Snake.
Like, we're the only ones who know his secret. We clearly have something against him, and he has something against us. So I feel like you would find out. Maybe they're gonna get around that. Let's see.
I'm gonna draw with my
Well,
left
pick it up
hand
and you make
instead.
it cooler.
Designing a calling card. Interesting. It shall become proof that the Phantom Thieves do exist.
It's decided then.
Great! All that's left is to make the treasure ours. You guys better come fully prepared.
Yep, I have prepared.
Ah, you're back.
I'm excited to see it.
Now you can actually see it. First one I thought, well, we're phantoms.
Ah, so Yusuke designed the Phantom Thieves logo.
Yep.
Very nice.
Each individual member actually has a role.
What do you mean?
Well, Joker's the leader, Ryuji's the muscle, Morgana's
Okay.
the pet, mascot.
And fucking Yusuke is the graphic artist.
Yeah.
Alright, do I have another use for today?
Nice.
I do. Yoshi, I'll let you decide what I do with my nightly thingy.
Me? Well, I don't think you can really go outside. You already made thieves' tools. You
I could
can
make more.
train on the chair, and you can
Yeah.
make more thieves' tools if you want.
I'll train on the
Remember-
chair.
Do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea to make more lockpicks. Especially later on, like, thankfully that's a thing you'll be able to stop.
Okay.
I
And
hate
that
how
is
they...
true. Like, and as a joke, I did say that yes, Morgana's the team pet. He actually is the getaway car. Like,
I hate how the camera shakes when it does this. It feels like the whole house is gonna come down.
Nice going.
Ren's just that strong.
All right.
Well then.
That +5 is gonna save you in that boss fight, probably.
If it does. Oh boy.
Yeah.
You'll have 1 HP left.
I really like that addition where the calling card is actually thrown onto the date. That wasn't in the original. Like with the nice background and stuff.
Yeah, that looked cool. No good, Tora. Xenoblade crossover. That'd actually be sick. That sounds like something that would happen. in some fashion. I want a Xenoblade fighting game. Sorry, I've still got Xenoblade on the mind. That'd be fucking awesome.
Xeno Brothers.
Xenoblade. Oh god, no, the internet would die. 2 Xenoblade characters is too many for some people.
In the end.
I haven't played this game, and therefore it is not okay for them to be in Smash.
Ha ha ha, Shulk and Rex be Mario and Luigi though, teehee.
Did happen in Smash Ultimate. I'm talking like a 2D arcade fighter, like fucking Blaze Blue or some shit.
Well, I personally am hoping for Persona 5 Arena.
That'll happen. I would be surprised if it didn't. Be like Madarame, he would never think of plagiarizing. Excuse me.
She says as she like quickly puts the flask back under her desk.
Arsene. Persona I don't use anymore. Oh, and LeBlanc. There's so many, like, themes in your speech, Kawakami.
No, Grima, you don't understand. It's not that they don't want anime fighters in Smash. It's just that they want their anime fighter in Smash. It's totally different and unique.
My question to... Oh god, what's the question here? You know which author LeBlanc borrowed from? Nope. Apparently it's Arthur Conan Doyle. Didn't he write Sherlock?
This is it.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Well done.
My question for people like that is like, what is a game that you love that you would be upset to find got into Smash?
I guess that the guy brought with Lupin and like the rough region. My guess would have been Poirot would show up, but I don't know. I think that was much later than Lupin.
God, Herlock Sholmes. Herlock Sholmes, so funny to me. Especially because Great Ace Attorney just got the localization and they call Sherlock Holmes is actually a character in those games. But
That's
for
awesome.
Here they called him Herlock Sholmes. Which is honestly on brand for Ace Attorney. As for the answer to your question, Jacob, that's honestly hard to say because most of the characters in the games I play, I want them to be in the rosters. So.
Exactly. It was a rhetorical question to people who are always upset when a game they don't care about gets into Smash.
Yep.
Well, here's the secret: don't care about Smash.
There you go. It's like, I don't give two toots about Terry, but I'm happy he's there.
Please excuse me for a moment. What is it?
Put the calling card in the toilet.
We found this outside.
Oh, it's tiny.
Letter.
It's
Looks like a Hanafuda card from here. Oh, nope, definitely not.
Sir Chiryusai Madarame, a great sinner of vanity whose talent has been exhausted. You are an artist who uses his authority to shamelessly steal the ideas of his pupils. We have decided to make you confess all your crimes with your own mouth. We will take your distorted desires without fail.
I want to meet one of these who, like, he's an asshole, but he absolutely believes in the Phantom Thieves. So, like, we go through all this trouble, then we send the calling card, and he just does it without us fighting the final boss.
From the Phantom Thieves.
Well, fuck this. Excuse me, officer.
Turns himself in. Gets the card. Shit. Shit.
Doing is this?
Yeah, just go for
We
it.
don't know. The same letter's been posted everywhere.
What about the
me.
security cameras?
There were no signs of the culprit. All we saw was a cat in the recordings.
Remove these at once!
Of course.
What now?
It's about this affecting the exhibit. We believe it's just a prank, but what of the mass media?
Are you insinuating that this
Is that Yusuke standing there, but hidden by pollen warning?
Yeah. Meaning, despite everything, he's still like coming with Madarame to these events.
I didn't even notice.
Camouflaged.
He can't see me if there's a pollen warning.
It's those damn brats doing, isn't it? Well, it means nothing. They'll only be able to do as they please until this exhibit is over.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
I'm 100% pissed.
Will that do?
Yup, it was perfect. The composition was way cooler too.
The treasure should appear right about
You
now.
got Mike Wazowski.
You better enjoy the air. of
Pauline
freedom
Warnowski?
while you still can, old man.
I'm on the cover of a magazine, he says while the
Oh.
barcode's over his eyes.
Anyways, did you guys check online? People are already talking about that calling card. We'll show them. We're gonna surprise them all.
I'm sure you know, but we only get one shot to pull this off.
We'll be counting on you too.
You have no reservations about this either, right, Yusuke?
Of course not. We'll do this.
I literally made the card. I would be so mad if my work went unused. We're doing this, is what I would say.
We're
if I
fucking doing it.
Like, I made a goddamn design and I had anxiety and it took me hours. And now you're asking me if I'm on board?
Well then.
Take the treasure in style. All right. Where?
Oh yeah, you want to get that treasure? The one with the lockpick?
There's a few of them. I don't remember where they were.
Well, the thing is, the maps would tell you.
Oh, it would? Okay.
Yeah, it would tell. You could tell by the picture in the map if it's like a gold treasure chest.
I got a few then. And they tend to have excellent items.
Yeah, it's good to do it now because the second you trigger it and you beat the boss, the palace dies.
There's one here. Oh, no, that's the treasure. Okay. Aha, okay. It's right outside and to the left. Oh, but the security's at max. And they're pretty sure there's a lady blocking the way. Does the security raising make enemies more powerful?
They're just more alert.
Okay.
Because you could still totally get into fights, and if you kill them, the thing goes down, so...
No one
There's
there.
no one on the there's no one on the map because it would tell you on the map. You
Oh,
can tell
okay.
by red dots.
All right. Wait a minute. What? Oh. Here we are.
Oh,
I'll get at least this one. And I'm gonna fiddle around the maps and see if I can find any others. A Zen outfit. That sounds good. But is it?
I just feel like as soon as you open the chest, Ryuji's gonna pick you up and throw you into it.
Stuff them
Like,
in there.
to help you get a closer look.
It's pretty good.
Who could use it the most since it's unisex?
Ren, for sure. It only slightly decreases his evasion and increases his defense by 18.
So let's hit it.
Cool. Through the junk hole. back to the save room. I'm gonna skim through the rest of the maps one more time. I'm not gonna spend too much time looking for all the chests if I... Oops, wrong turn. If I can't find them.
I love Ryuji just jumping in front of you.
Me foist.
He's ready to take a bullet for you.
Yeah, let's play. Let's play.
Ooh, there.
Play.
You think they do the
Play.
the cat thing with Ryuji with the laser pointer, and they just point it at the ground, and he's like,
Keeps breaking his neck.
There's a dude.
You think that's what he's doing when he gets us all out of tech and he wins? He's just mine. I love him.
He's great. He's really awesome. Oops. I went the wrong way. Did I? Yes, I did. Sorry.
Thankfully, there's only one to avoid.
Yeah, but he's a pain in the ass. Yup. Turn around, bitch. I didn't even need to do all of this. He's behind this screen, which is behind this,
That and
door.
can't you reposition yourself by using the control stick when you're hiding?
I didn't know that. I thought I just had to, like, aim and press X every time.
No, you can shift around.
Oh crap, these lasers are back now.
Because security's high.
Fuck, that's a bit troubling. How about the other door? Take that. Take that. Go through here. Oh, it's closed, but there is a button that opens it. Bink. Through here. This is a bit better. My god, there's a ton of security around here now. There. Almost there. No, I'm not. I'm going the wrong way. Ah, they're fucking everywhere. Alright, let's see. This head of a dick. And there's that guy. Alright, I'm gonna wait for this guy to turn around. Go that way.
Yeah, you
Buddy
might
boy.
be able to just tiptoe this one.
Yeah, and then... Yeah. It's locked, I know. Open.
Hang on, Ren. It's locked. It's locked.
Forgot I was trying to go fast.
A bead chain. Does that fully increase the HP of everybody?
I believe that might. Give it a look.
Yeah, sure does. Hell yeah. That rules.
That's a super in case of emergency kind of item.
Yes, it is. Okay, now to go back to the fucking save room. Pardon me, my good douche.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'm glad you called me Sir Douche. I think that might be all of them, because I don't remember any other golden chests that you encountered.
Yeah, there may be one more, but I don't remember where it is. I do distinctly remember this one. Go away, Dinkelberg! There we go. I'll take these. Go around here. Here we go. There we go.
Nice job. Very thief-like.
Yeah, and of a phantom variety. Alright, back up here.
Now just go to the treasure area, or wherever else you're going, save it up, and let's do it.
Yeah, oh shit. First I need to get back down to the security room so that we can... I assume I have to assign somebody to the lights first, and then go to the hook. Right? That makes sense to me.
Yeah, you just have to head back to the controls.
Yeah. Which I believe was more downstairs.
Also, keep in mind of your party.
On Ryuji Morgana. Yeah, I guess it, like, at the very least, it would make thematic sense to have Yusuke with us.
Weaknesses.
Oh, I know! How am I supposed to know what Madarame's weaknesses are? I mean, I imagine, yeah, it makes sense for Yusuke's to be, like, thematically, but... we are. Mission says head to the crane controls. By God, you're right. Pardon me for paying too much attention to details this time. Whee! Is there a man over here? No. We might have to fight.
Yes! There's an enemy inside, just as expected.
I mean, we've done a ton in here. It ain't surprising. Anyway, I'm gonna try and draw it out, so I'll leave the switch to you guys.
Will you be okay?
Switch port confirmed.
What if it catches up to you?
Don't underestimate an ex-runner. I'm definitely gonna shake it off. Hey! There's some weird people over here!
Post dancing.
I need some help!
What's the matter?
There are people that don't like Ryuji, and I'll never understand them.
Is this good?
Kim Morgana.
Yeah, it's perfect.
You know, he may be a little fucker, but he's pretty cute.
You seem to be enjoying this.
He's a
Only
passable
the best
mascot.
can appreciate these
A pascot.
moments. Plus, this feels like we're really phantom thieves.
We'll be counting on you, Mona. And Panther as well.
There's Fox's signal. That means they're ready to go. Good luck, everyone. Let's do this.
Yeah, we still haven't seen what his treasure is exactly. Go. Big rock.
Sorry for the wait.
My bad. It took me ages to get that guy off my trail.
Wait, where's Mona?
What do you mean, where's Mona? He's doing the mission.
Let's go.
Jump. Jump. That was easy. That thing is enormous. How are you doing this? Still better than On's acting. Yeah, Ryuji's born for the stage.
Ryuji was in drama club. He would never read the scripts, but he was good there.
Hey.
Oh, it's under a blanket. I thought it was like a marble or some kind of strange like rock.
My favorite inspiration, a rock.
Like, that color be a very pretty rock. Escape the palace, okay. Oh, there's a window right there.
Indeed.
Jump!
The pioneers used to ride paintings for miles.
It's a rock.
This shit's real high up.
But at least we're outside. Is there a way down out here?
Well, unfortunately, we don't have the Phantom Thieves helicopter because none of us prepared for that, so...
The Phantom Thieves helicopter playset from Mattel.
What if you could, like, actually take a Lego set and just make it bigger in the metaverse?
We don't have time to lose. Just go through it. Now's our chance.
I left for a bit, I come back,
I guess
and
there's no other way.
I briefly see the screen, and it looks like Yusuke just says, "There's no crust on this pizza."
It's just a disc of cheese. There's no crust.
Is this the courtyard?
I knew it. All that security would have been meaningless if it just led back inside.
It seems we managed to escape their siege.
Dude, why is Mona getting excited now?
You know what I like to do? Celebrate prematurely.
I just can't take it anymore. Let's take a look at this treasure.
Morgana.
Hang on, guys. I feel a breakdance coming on.
Huh?
This is the treasure?
It's that text meme face?
Get back!
Meddlesome vermin.
Well, that's a very convenient fence. Ugh.
Is this what you're looking for?
How dare you try to trap me like some kind of mouse?
So you had a fake prepped, huh?
Counterfeits are accepted in the world of Japanese art.
What made you change like this? Is it because you became famous? Can't you understand how much it pains me to inquire about the crimes of my
Yes.
foster father?
It's great.
When I think back, the only reason why I took you in was due to my ties with your mother. That woman never lost her passion for painting, even after her husband died. Her skills and talents were quite astonishing. That's why I decided to look after her. Your mother and the artwork she created, they're all my works of art.
How low can you sink?
I suppose I can grant you a gift before you die. A glimpse of the genuine Sayuri.
Genuine? That's the real Sayuri? This can't be. Mom.
Huh?
Indeed it is. This was painted by your mother. It's a portrait of herself. A woman who knew her death was coming painted her last wishes for the son she would leave behind. That is the truth. Behind the
He didn't even paint Sayuri?
expression.
And he stole the credit from a dead oh, what an asshole.
You stole something that personal?
Remember when you were in Madarame's closet and you were like, why would he counterfeit his own art? And I had to bite my tongue to be like, yeah, who would ever do that?
I knew it'd be a huge success if I added a touch to the painting and announced it under my name.
But the baby in the picture.
What a dick.
Why did you paint over
It's
it?
kind of like... I'm almost impressed at how devious and evil that is.
To stage it. If the babe is erased, the reason for the woman's expression will become a mystery. That is what the general public is drawn to. Each of those parasitic critics wrote the same thing.
I always felt something was off about all this. Now I know what it is. If you really treasured that painting, you wouldn't even think about replicating it for profit. You don't love art at all!
Though you have a real treasure, your true skills are nothing more than those scribbles on that fake.
It makes me laugh, asshole!
So you'll defy me no matter what. Well then, since you're my work of art, Yusuke, I'm going to reap you for the sake of my future. Along with those insolent friends of yours there.
I can't believe you're treating both mother and son like they're objects. You're inhuman!
Insolent's a word I hear so often, and it just negates all intimidation for me.
I've heard
Yeah.
they destroy your art once they outlive
It would help if you ever heard it outside of the context of a villain's speech, but you really don't.
Yeah.
I'm feeling kind of insolent today. I don't even know what it really
you eat too much
means.
sugar too.
She just so happened to have a seizure in front of
My
me.
insolent. I mean, your
That's
insolence.
the thought crossed my
I hate
mind.
you.
If I don't call for help and leave her be, I could obtain her painting without any strings attached.
All right, so he's Walter White, too. Okay.
Yeah.
Die?
She was physically weak. No one would doubt if she just dropped dead because of a seizure.
Or if I spoiled Breaking Bad for anybody, you need to watch it. That's your fault for not watching it already.
You think it was odd that I discovered your talent when you were only...
Though I did keep it vague.
The reason why I kept you around was to keep you from realizing the truth behind Sayuri.
You killed her.
The artistic talents you inherited from your mother were a delightful miscalculation, though. If I'm to steal ideas, it's much easier robbing the future of brats who won't talk back than adults. It's thanks to you that I came up with the idea. You have my gratitude.
What a fucking piece of shit. Jesus.
Yusuke?
I thank you, Madarame. Every reason for me to forgive you has disappeared without a trace at this very moment. You aren't some rotten artist. You're a despicable fiend who wears the skin of an artist.
All you good-for-nothings barging into my museum and doing whatever the hell you want.
All right, what's he gonna look like?
Connections make the rules. Those who don't, follow them. Not to mention,
If I have one hope, it's that he's wearing pants.
I make the rules in the art scene. I am the supreme being. I am the god of the art world.
This isn't good. Get back.
You can't really be the god of the art world if you can't even draw.
Nose. Well, he's not wearing pants.
Yeah. To tell you, it is I, a Picasso.
Now, let's begin, you vermin.
It is I. Some jeans.
Oh, he is pants.
And now that I've severed up my arms and legs, I don't know what my plan was. I don't think it can hit you now.